Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back class 7th in your online physics class. So we were doing chapter sound. We have studied that sound is a form of energy, and this energy is carried away by the vibrating particles by the vibrating particles present in the medium. And when the vibration stops, no sound will be produced. So there are different types of sources of sound. The source of sound is always a vibrating object. In another word, every vibrating object produces sound. For example, when we speak, our vocal cord vibrate. As a result, a sound is produced in the voice box. Similarly, when a bell is struck, it vibrates to produce sound. Animals also produce different sound. Some of them produce sound due to vibration in their vocal cord. For example, birds, dogs, and frogs. Some of them produce sound by flipping their wings up and down like bees. So some other sources of sound are the musical instruments. Musical instruments also produce sound like human beings, animals, and many other objects produces sound, right? So musical instrument create sound by causing matter to vibrate. We play musical instrument to produce a pleasant sound. They produce sound due to vibrations. In different instruments, different parts vibrate to produce sound. So first is a stringed instrument. In a stringed instrument like guitar, sitar, and violin, musical sound is produced by vibrating strings. When the strings are plucked, struck, or played with a bow, they produce a sound. Next is percussion instrument. In percussion instruments like drum, tabla, and dholak, the tightly stretched membrane is made to vibrate by striking it. This vibrating membrane produces a musical sound. When the membrane of a tabla is struck, then the membrane starts vibrating, and this vibration produces a musical sound. Next is wind instrument. In wind instruments like flute, trumpet, and shehnai, sound is produced when we blow air into them. The column of air inside them vibrates, producing a musical sound. Reed instruments. In reed instruments like a harmonium and mouth organ, there are metal reeds. These metal reeds produce sound when air is blown through them. Human beings also produce sound. So all human beings have a voice box, or you can say larynx, in the throat region. The sound is produced by the voice box. It is at the upper end of the windpipe. Two ligaments called vocal cords are stretched across the voice box in such a way that it leaves a narrow slit between for the passage of the air. When the lungs force air through the slit, the vocal cord vibrates. As a result, sound is produced. We can feel vibration of the vocal cord by putting our hand in our throat while singing or speaking. So all human beings have a voice box or larynx which produces the sound. So there are different instruments, musical instruments, and there are various objects to produce sound.